Chosen one, listen carefully. This moment is not by mistake. If you found this video today, understand one thing clearly. God is revealing something about you. There is a mark on you that the world has finally started to notice. You may not see it, but others can feel it. It is the mark of the chosen, the mark of divine protection, the mark that separates you from the ordinary. And today, that mark is being activated. For years, you walked through pain, doubts, and silent battles. You questioned yourself. You wondered why people treated you differently, why some pulled away, why some stared at you with confusion or fear. You thought something was wrong with you, but the truth is, they were sensing something spiritual on your face, something God placed long before you understood your purpose. This mark carries your identity, your calling, and your destiny. It shines brightest when your spirit is tired, when your heart is broken, and when you are closest to giving up. Because chosen ones are revealed in their darkest moments, not their brightest. And now, God is saying, this is the season when the world will finally see who you really are. People will notice your glow, your calmness, your wisdom, and your presence. They won't be able to explain it, but they will feel it. This is not just a physical mark. It is a spiritual signal that you are stepping into your true power. Before you go deeper into this video, you must do 3 things to align your spirit with this message. First, like this video. Second, comment. Thank you, God, for marking me. Third, subscribe to the channel to send your signal to the universe and stay connected to this divine journey. The glow you don't notice, but others do. Most chosen ones never realize what makes them different. You move through life thinking you are just another person, doing your work, living your day, facing your struggles. You don't feel special. You don't feel powerful. And most of the time, you don't even feel strong. But the truth is, people around you see something on your face that you don't see in yourself. There is a glow on you that isn't created by effort, beauty, or makeup. It's something deeper, something spiritual, something that comes from God's hand, resting on your life. You may wake up tired, stressed, or mentally drained, yet others still see light in you. They can't explain it, but they feel it. Sometimes they look at you with curiosity, like they're trying to understand why you feel different. Sometimes they stare because they sense something in you that they can't put into words, and sometimes they feel inspired just by your presence. You may think it's nothing, but they feel the energy you carry. This glow is not about how your face looks. It's about what your spirit carries. People notice your calmness, your patience, your gentle way of speaking, and even the strength you show when life hits you hard. Your face reflects things like resilience, kindness, and wisdom. These qualities are rare, and people can feel them even from a distance. When a chosen one enters a room, the atmosphere shifts a little. It's not loud or dramatic. It's subtle, quiet, but very real. Someone might look up without knowing why. Someone might suddenly feel comforted. Someone might feel nervous, as if they are being seen for who they really are. This happens because you carry a spiritual presence with you. God's energy walks before you, stands with you, and speaks through your silence. Many times, you don't notice this glow because you are used to your own pain. You know your scars. You know your fears. You know the nights you cried alone. And because of that, you forget that your spirit has grown stronger through every struggle. You forget that the pain you survived has turned into light on your face. While you see tiredness, others see strength. While you see mistakes, others see maturity. While you see normal, others see chosen. This glow often shows up most when you're not trying to impress anyone. When you are quiet, when you are thinking, when you are minding your own life, that's when your true energy becomes visible. People may approach you for help, advice, or just to talk, and you wonder why. It's because they feel safe with you. They feel like you carry answers even when you don't speak. This silent glow is the mark God placed on you. It is a sign that you are protected, guided, and set apart. You may not notice it today, but others do. And the truth is, this glow is only the beginning of what God is preparing inside you. Your eyes carry a story. People can't ignore. There is something powerful about the eyes of a chosen one. Your eyes don't just look at the world, they speak to it. Even when your mouth stays quiet, your eyes reveal things that most people try to hide. You may not realize it, but your eyes hold a story of everything you have survived, everything you have learned, and everything you have become. People often say that eyes never lie, and this is especially true for someone like you. Your eyes carry truth. They carry honesty. They carry a history that most people can't understand. When someone looks at you, they don't just see your face. They see the journey your soul has walked through. They see wisdom that doesn't match your age. They see depth that can't be explained with simple words. Your eyes show the pain you never told anyone about. They show the nights when you cried silently. They show the strength you found when you thought you had none. They show the battles you fought alone, the ones no one knows about. And because of that, there is a depth in your eyes that makes people pause for a moment. It makes them look at you a second time, maybe even a third time, because something about you feels familiar and mysterious at the same time. Sometimes people stare at you without knowing why. They feel something when they look into your eyes, a mix of respect, curiosity, and even comfort. Strangers may feel like they've known you before, not because they recognize your face, but because your eyes remind them of truth, kindness, or courage. It's like your eyes carry a universe inside them, and people can feel that without needing any explanation. Your eyes are spiritual windows. They reveal who you are on the inside. They show your softness, your strength, your patience, and your understanding. They show that you have lived through moments that changed you forever. They show that you see the world differently, not with judgment, but with awareness. You don't just look at people. You see their pain, their fear, their intentions. And that's why people sometimes feel vulnerable around you. They feel like you can see right through them. There are also people who avoid eye contact with you, not because you did anything wrong, but because their spirit feels exposed in front of you. Your eyes quietly ask questions they're not ready to answer. Your eyes reflect truth they're not ready to face. Your presence wakes something inside them, and they don't know how to handle it. More and more people have been noticing this. They see something in your eyes that wasn't as visible before. As you step deeper into your purpose, your eyes start shining with a new clarity. The fear is fading, the confusion is fading, the old wounds are healing, and now your eyes show a light, calm, steady, and powerful. Your eyes tell your story without you speaking a word, and the world is beginning to notice the truth they hold. Your face holds peace, even in chaos. One of the most surprising things about chosen ones is the calmness they carry on their face, even when life is falling apart around them. You have walked through storms that could have destroyed a person completely, and yet when people look at you, they don't see panic, fear, or anger. They see peace, a quiet, steady kind of peace that doesn't match the situation you're in. And this peace is not something you force. It's something that naturally rests on your face because God walks with you. There have been moments when you were hurting, when you felt lost, when you didn't know how to keep going. But even in those moments, if someone looked at you, they saw calmness. Not because you were okay, but because a spiritual strength was covering you. This calmness is like an invisible shield. It doesn't let the chaos inside you show on the outside. People around you have noticed this. They wonder how you stay so stable, how you control your emotions, how you keep your thoughts clear even when everything around you seems wrong. Some people admire you for it. Some people don't understand it. And some even get confused because they expect you to break down, but you don't. This peaceful look on your face comes from all the times you had no choice but to stay strong. There were problems you had to face alone. There were nights you cried, but still woke up the next morning, ready to try again. Those experiences taught your heart how to stay still, even when storms are raging. They taught your mind how to stay steady, even when life feels unfair. And slowly, that inner strength began reflecting on your face. Your peace is not normal because it's not human peace. It's spiritual peace. It is the kind of peace that comes when God whispers to your heart, "I'm with you." It is the kind of peace that comes when you choose faith over fear. You may not realize it, but your calmness is a sign that your spirit has matured. You have learned to let go, to trust, to breathe, to wait, and to believe that things will work out. People often see you sitting quietly, thinking deeply, or handling problems with a steady voice, and they assume you're not affected. What they don't know is that inside, you have fought battles that no one saw. You handled pressure that others couldn't feel. You carried responsibilities you never talked about. But still, your face didn't show fear. It showed peace. Your peace makes people feel safe around you. It gives them comfort. It makes them trust you. Some even come to you for advice because they believe you always know what to do. They don't realize you are learning life just like everyone else. You just have God's calmness resting on your face. This peaceful look is one of the strongest signs that you are chosen. Because when the world expects you to crumble, your spirit chooses stillness. And that stillness shows on your face like a gentle light, even in the middle of chaos. The quiet strength in your presence. One of the most powerful things about a chosen one is the quiet strength they carry. You don't need to shout to be heard. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You don't need to stand on a stage or be the loudest voice in the room. Your strength is silent, but it is strong enough to change the atmosphere when you walk in. This kind of strength doesn't come from confidence or personality. It comes from something deeper, something God placed inside you long before you realized who you were. People can sense it when they stand near you. They feel a kind of stability, like you are grounded even when life around you is shaking. Your presence gives people a feeling of balance. Even if you don't speak much, even if you're just sitting quietly, your energy tells the world, everything will be okay. That calm but firm presence is something many people don't understand, but they feel it strongly. You're not someone who needs to dominate conversations or force your opinions on others. You listen more than you talk. You observe more than you argue. And yet, your silence often carries more weight than another person's loud speech. People respect you without you asking for it. They pay attention to you without you demanding it. They see your strength, not in your words, but in your behavior, your patience, and your stillness. This quiet strength comes from everything you've learned in life. You have survived situations that required you to grow up faster, situations that forced you to rely on your inner power instead of outside noise. You learned to stay calm when others panicked. You learned to hold yourself together when others fell apart. And because of these experiences, your spirit now carries a maturity that shines through your presence. People naturally trust you. They feel safe opening up to you, even if they don't know you well. They can sense that you won't judge them, that you won't betray them, and that you understand things on a deeper level. Some people may even come to you for advice without knowing why. They just feel guided to speak to you. This is because the mark God placed on you makes others feel protected in your presence. Your quiet strength is also the reason some people find you mysterious. They can't figure out how you stay so calm or how you keep your dignity even when others try to test you. Your silence is not weakness. It is self-control. It is wisdom. It is the understanding that you don't need to respond to every noise around you. You respond only when your spirit tells you to. And here is the truth. Quiet strength is rare. Many people act strong, but very few truly are strong without needing attention. Your strength doesn't need a stage. It doesn't need praise. It doesn't need applause. It exists naturally inside you because it was placed there by God. This presence you carry, this calm, steady, powerful presence is one of the clearest signs that you are chosen. You don't have to speak loudly. You don't have to fight for attention. Your spirit does the talking, and your energy does the work. The unexplainable respect you receive. One of the things chosen ones experience, often without trying, is a strange kind of respect from people. It's not something you demand. It's not something you ask for. It's not even something you understand at first. But people treat you differently. They talk to you carefully. They behave more politely. Some even lower their tone when they speak to you. And you're left wondering, why are they acting like this? This respect has nothing to do with money, position, or physical appearance. It comes from your spirit. There is a silent authority inside you, something that can't be seen with the eyes, but can definitely be felt. When people stand near you, they feel they must behave properly, even if they don't know why. Something inside them says, "Be careful. This person is different." Some people may become nervous around you, not because you did anything wrong, but because your energy exposes their truth. Your spirit carries honesty, purity, and clarity. When someone with bad intentions stands in front of you, they feel uncomfortable. They struggle to look into your eyes. They speak fast or avoid saying too much because your presence makes them aware of themselves. At the same time, people with good hearts feel peaceful with you. They feel safe. They feel like they can trust you. So they naturally show you respect, not out of fear, but out of recognition. They sense something higher standing behind you. They may not understand spirituality, but they can feel that God walks with you. This is why even strangers sometimes treat you in a gentle way. A shopkeeper may show you extra kindness. A teacher may appreciate you without knowing you well. An older person may bless you. A co-worker may speak to you with admiration. These things are not coincidences. They are reactions to your divine energy. You don't force people to respect you. You don't try to impress them. Instead, your spirit speaks before your mouth does. Your character shows before your words come out. Your energy enters a room before your body does. And this silent presence creates a boundary around you. A boundary that others can feel. People sense that hurting you would bring consequences, not because you will fight back, but because the universe protects you. This is why some people never cross a certain line with you. This is why even those who dislike you don't disrespect you directly. Your energy warns them without saying a word. There are also moments when people apologize to you quickly, even for small mistakes. They may speak to you with extra politeness. They may act more carefully when they see you upset. All of this shows the spiritual authority you carry. Some people can't explain it. They might say, "I don't know what it is about you, but I feel like I should treat you with respect." That's the mark of the chosen. It is not forced respect. It is natural respect. This unexplainable honor you receive is a sign that God has placed a shield around you. Your spirit carries a message that says, "This one is protected. This one is chosen." Your pain has carved a sacred identity. There is a certain depth in your face that didn't come from age, beauty, or experience alone. It came from pain. Pain that you never fully spoke about. Pain that shaped you quietly. Pain that carved your identity in a way nothing else could. A chosen one's face often carries something you can't see with your eyes, but you can feel with your heart. There's a story there. There's history there. There's a silent strength there. And people feel it, even without knowing anything about you. Every betrayal you faced changed something inside you. It made you wiser. It made you more aware. It made you understand people on a deeper level. Those moments taught you who to trust and who to walk away from. And even though betrayal hurts deeply, it also sharpened your spirit. It gave your face a certain seriousness, a maturity, a calmness that people notice but cannot explain. Every tear you cried alone became a part of your spiritual expression. Tears have a strange way of cleansing the soul. They soften you, but also make you strong. They break you, but also rebuild you. And as time passed, your face began to reflect a beautiful mixture of both softness and strength. You look like someone who has been hurt, but you also look like someone who survived it. Every lonely night shaped your identity even more. While others had people to depend on, you had to depend on yourself and on God. Those nights changed you. They taught you how to be strong in silence. They taught you how to comfort your own heart. They taught you how to stand up, even when you felt completely alone. And now, that quiet strength shows on your face. People can see it without you ever saying a word. This is why strangers feel connected to you instantly. They look at your face and feel comfort. They feel trust. They feel a strange sense of warmth. They don't understand why your presence feels safe, but it's because your soul has been shaped by pain, healed by God, and polished by time. People recognize something in you that they don't find in others. Chosen ones often look unique, not because of external beauty, but because of what they carry inside. You look tired, yet powerful. You look broken, yet glowing. You look soft, yet unshakable. This contrast makes people pay attention to you. When they look at your face, they sense a story, your story. And even if they don't know it, they feel like you've lived through things that changed you deeply. Your pain didn't destroy you. It transformed you. It gave your spirit a different voice. It shaped your character. It deepened your wisdom. And without you realizing it, your pain became your identity. Not in a negative way, but in a sacred way. Your face reflects the journey of someone who went through darkness but still carries light. Someone who has been broken but still chooses love. Someone who has been hurt but still chooses to rise. That is why people see something familiar and trustworthy in you. Your pain has turned into purpose. Your wounds have turned into wisdom. And your identity, formed through struggle, has become something holy. You carry a light that exposes darkness. One of the strongest signs that you are chosen is the light you carry inside you. You may not see it, but others feel it very clearly. This light is not physical, it's spiritual. It's the light of truth, honesty, purity, and awareness. And whenever you walk into a place, that light begins to expose things that were hidden. It brings out people's real intentions, good or bad. You may have noticed that some people act differently around you. Someone who is jealous of you suddenly cannot hide it. Their body language changes, their tone changes, their face shows discomfort. Even if they try to pretend, their true feelings come out in front of you. It's not because you do anything to them, it's because your presence brings their hidden emotions to the surface. The same thing happens with fake people. Someone who pretends to be good around everyone else will feel exposed when they're near you. They might avoid eye contact. They might act nervous. They might talk too much or too little. Your spirit makes their mask fall off. They feel like they can't fool you. And it's true, they really can't, because your light sees through people. People with pure hearts, on the other hand, feel comfortable with you. They feel understood. They feel safe. They feel like they don't need to hide anything. They open up easily, even if they usually keep things to themselves. This is because your light welcomes truth and pushes out anything that is fake. Your presence becomes like a mirror. It shows people who they really are. Someone with jealousy will feel small. Someone dishonest will feel guilty. Someone kind will feel even more connected to you. Your light doesn't just expose darkness, it also highlights goodness. It helps you attract the right people and automatically separate from the wrong ones. Because of this, you may sometimes wonder why people suddenly distance themselves from you. It's not that you did anything wrong. It's because your light made them uncomfortable with the lies they were living. Some people don't want to face their truth, so they prefer to stay away from someone who can see it. You also bring clarity to situations without even trying. If something doesn't feel right, your spirit senses it quickly. If someone is hiding something, you feel it without needing proof. If something is harmful, you notice the energy before the event happens. This is part of your spiritual marking. God gave you this intuition to protect you and to guide your path. Your light is not loud, it's not aggressive, it's quiet, gentle, but extremely powerful. Darkness cannot hide where there is light. So when you enter a room, everything hidden becomes visible, not because you expose people on purpose, but because your spirit naturally reveals truth. Most people don't understand this, but they can feel it. Some will admire you, some will fear you, some will avoid you, and some will be drawn to you like a magnet. But no matter how people react, one thing is certain. You carry a light that cannot be ignored, and that light reveals everything. You look like you don't belong here because you don't. There are moments when people look at you with curiosity, confusion, or surprise. They can't explain it, but something about you feels different from the world around you. And deep down, even you sometimes feel like you don't fully fit in. You move through life with a sense that you are not like everyone else. And that feeling is not wrong. You truly are different. Your soul carries something ancient, something wise, something divine. It's the mark of someone who was sent here with a purpose. Chosen ones often feel out of place since childhood. You never felt comfortable in groups where everyone was trying to be the same. You never enjoyed gossip, drama, or negativity. There was always a part of you that stayed quiet, observant, and thoughtful. Even when you tried to blend in, something inside you kept reminding you that you were not meant to follow the crowd. You were meant to walk your own path. People notice this before you do. They might say things like, "You seem different," or "There's something about you," or "You don't act like others." They may not know what makes you different, but they can feel your spirit. Your energy doesn't match the noise of the world. You carry a calmness that doesn't come from personality. It comes from destiny. Your soul is not ordinary. It carries wisdom that feels older than your age. Sometimes you say things that surprise even you. Sometimes you understand situations without anyone explaining them. Sometimes you sense things long before they happen. These abilities don't come from learning. They come from the mission God placed inside you. This world often feels strange to you because your spirit is connected to something higher. While others chase material things, your heart searches for meaning. While others try to impress, you try to understand. While others compete, you connect. It's not that you think you're better than anyone. You simply feel like your home is somewhere deeper, somewhere spiritual, somewhere beyond what you see. This is why you often feel like you stand apart from others. Even in a group, your energy feels separate. Even in a crowd, you feel like an outsider. And even when surrounded by people, you often feel alone, because your soul is tuned into a different frequency. People sense this difference in your face. There is a kind of softness mixed with wisdom, a look that says you've seen things, learned things, understood things that most people haven't. Your face doesn't carry the emptiness of someone who's just living life casually. It carries the imprint of someone who has a purpose, a calling, a mission. Sometimes people treat you with extra care without knowing why. Sometimes they ask for your advice, even when you don't talk much. Sometimes they trust you quickly. Sometimes they are intimidated by you. All of this happens because your presence feels like you come from somewhere beyond this world. And you do. You were sent here to guide, to heal, to rise, to inspire, and to awaken others. You don't belong to the chaos of this world. You belong to the purpose God placed inside you. That's why you feel different. That's why people see you differently. And that's why your spirit stands apart wherever you go. Your face shows victory before the battle even ends. One of the most special things about chosen ones is that victory shows on their face long before it becomes real in life. Even when you're in the middle of problems, even when things look uncertain, even when you feel tired or confused, there is still a quiet confidence shining on your face. It's like your spirit already knows the ending, even if your mind doesn't. Your face carries a message that says, "I'm not done. I will rise." People around you see this before you do. They look at you and feel that you are going somewhere, that something big is waiting for you. They may not say it out loud, but they can sense it. This is one reason why some people admire you, some fear you, and some even envy you. They feel your future before you step into it. Even during tough times, your face doesn't show defeat. You may feel worried inside, but there is a strength resting on you that doesn't let you look broken. Instead, you look like someone who is preparing for something greater. You carry a quiet determination that most people don't understand. They think you should have been crushed by your struggles, yet your face still shines with hope. This happens because God has placed a mark of victory on you. It's a spiritual mark, not something visible, but people feel it strongly. When God decides to lift someone higher, their face starts glowing differently. Their eyes show focus. Their expression shows purpose. Their presence holds power. Without even trying, you look like someone who is rising. Your spirit is ahead of your situation. Your future is speaking through your face. It's like your soul already stepped into the blessing while your body is still catching up. That is why even in your hardest moments, something inside you refuses to fall apart. You keep moving, keep believing, keep standing, because your destiny is pulling you forward. People notice this shift. They see that you have a certain confidence, even when life is challenging. They see that you don't look defeated. They see that you're not stuck. They see that something new is opening for you. They might say, "You look different," or "You seem stronger," or "There's something new in your energy." They are right. Your overflow season has already begun. This glow of victory on your face is also the reason why certain people can't stay comfortable around you anymore. When someone is living in negativity or jealousy, your rising energy makes them feel threatened. On the other hand, people with pure hearts feel inspired and uplifted when they look at you. Everyone responds to your victory energy in their own way. You may not feel victorious yet, but the universe has already shifted in your favor. Your spirit knows something your mind hasn't fully understood, that God is about to lift you higher than you expected. And that truth shows on your face every single day. Your face tells a story of someone who may be in a battle, but who is already holding the victory. Someone who may be walking through challenges, but who is already stepping into blessings. Someone who may be fighting silently, but who is already rising loudly. Your victory has started, and your face is the first place where it appears.